Hi everyone, today we are going to begin with the lesson Deep Water written by William Douglas from the book Flamingo. A total introduction. For the information related to author, you can refer to the textbook or you can surf the net. At the outset, I would like to sum up the story. I can sum up the story in a single compound sentence. The story is all about how the narrator got entrapped into a phobia and how he overcame the phobia. What do you mean by phobia? Phobia means fear. There are so many kinds of phobia which we could find around us. Firstly, I can just give you an example. Anthrophobia, fear of flowers. Bibliophobia, fear of books. Cancerphobia, fear of cancer. Zoophobia, fear of animals. One such phobia we can find this lesson, that is called fear of water, aquaphobia. I'll go to the story. It's a simple story. I'm going to give you a simple narration. Our narrator, when he was 10 or 11 years old, he joined a swimming club, a pool in Yakima. And while going to the pool, he came across several recollections about the story told by his mother. His mother has told him stories how people drowned in the treacherous Yakima River. Treacherous Yakima River, why it is called treacherous? Treacherous means on someone we cannot rely upon. We cannot rely upon some person or something. That is called as treacherous. Why Yakima River is treacherous? Very simple. At times, the water current of the river is slow, normal. We can take bath, we can swim in it. But at times, it is fast that it carries away the human being also. Not only human beings, anything that crosses away. Fine. So that is why it is called as treacherous. So that story he was able to recollect, and he has got a kind of an aversion towards water. He got into the pool. He was swimming, he was learning swimming, but still he had an aversion towards water. Why? Because of a childhood misadventure. He had an aversion towards water. Very simple. Why he had this kind of a trauma is, once when he was a small kid, a toddler, his father took him to a beach in California. There, the sea waves overpowered him and he was buried under the sea waves. He was not able to breathe. He was terribly scared, and from that day onwards, he developed a kind of aversion for water. Though he had aversion towards water, he slowly gained confidence. He was imitating his fellow mates, and he was gaining confidence as he was playing in the water. One day, a misadventure took place with him. What was the misadventure? Let's see. He was sitting near the pool one day as no one was there nearby. By then a bully entered. He was strong and he had a very good physique. He lifted the narrator and threw him into the pool. Our narrator was shocked, but he was not scared out of his wits. He made a plan that he is thrown into the water, he'll be reaching the floor, and there with the legs he'll be exerting pressure, he'll be coming to the surface of the water, he'll paddle and he'll reach the edge of the pool. That's what he planned. But the pool was so deep that he couldn't execute the plan. It was 9 feet. Those 9 feet was like 90 feet for him. Water entered through his mouth, nostrils. He was not able to breathe. His lungs, he felt like his lungs were about to burst. But still he was able to exert pressure. He came to the surface of the water, but now only his eyes and nose came out, not his mouth. Again he went into the water. Now he was scared a lot. He was terribly scared, but still he remembered the plan that he should come to the surface of the water by exerting pressure. Now he tried to come out of the water and he was not able to. This time he was tired that he couldn't exert that much pressure. He was very scared. He tried to find some ropes nearby. He was not able to find any rope nearby. He was trying to grab something, but anything that he grabbed was nothing more than the water. He was completely terror stricken. He was baffled. He didn't know what to do at all. But he remembered the plan. He remembered the plan that reaching the floor of the pool, he has to exert pressure. He'll be coming to the surface of the water. And during that time, he couldn't see anything around. He could see only yellowish, dirty tinge of water all around. His heart and head were throbbing. His lungs were about to burst. He reached the floor of the pool. He exerted pressure. He made a leap, but that didn't make any difference at all. It didn't make any difference. He was still inside the water, and somehow he managed to have his hope. Third time also he tries. By now he tries to inhale oxygen, air, but nothing could get inside other than water. Only water he was able to swallow. Only water went into his nostrils. And now slowly he felt that he could not resist. The water is undaunted, irresistible. So he thought that he will give up. He went into a trance-like state. He felt unconscious. He felt a kind of a peaceful sleep falling upon him. He uses this phrase to describe the feeling. Tender arms around me, tender arms like mothers, now I must go to sleep. He felt like he should go to sleep, and he accepted his failure. And when he regained consciousness, all he could remember was he was lying on his stomach and someone was helping him. He was puking out the water. He was vomiting the water. And the bully who threw him inside was so careless. He was telling that I was only fooling. He was just only fooling. Such a careless kind of attitude has got, right? And now, after several hours, he woke up. He started walking, but there was shiver in his legs. He was not able to gain that confidence. Several weeks he was upset. He cried many times. He was not able to take his food properly. Many times he got his tummy upset. And after that he never went to the pool. And he gave up swimming. So that's all for today. This is the first part. Tomorrow we can see the second part, how he overcame the fear, how he overcame the phobia. Thank you.